So I'm posting this for two reasons. The reason number one is because I want to prove a point, and basically show as to why that posting 10-minute videos on TikTok is never going to be successful. And reason number two is because I am getting more toxic comments, not this one. This guy's awesome. So Crush, don't worry, friend. As far as me and you are concerned, me and you are cool. There's just other people that are in that last video that I just posted that are being super toxic because they want to go and cry about people who are stating opinions and doesn't fully explain to everybody why that they have an opinion when we live in a world where everybody has opinions. So with that being said, I'm going to give you that 10-minute video and I'm going to go and tell you exactly why my opinions are my opinions. And if you don't like them, oh well, who gives a crap? You know, it's my opinions. I'm entitled to them. But you want it so bad that you want to watch a 10-minute video? Cool. So the toxic comments that are being put onto my last post that I just posted today is all being done because of all of this. The unbannings, okay? So here's my opinion. This was a waste of my time. This was a waste of my day. I waited all morning for this to go and get posted, only to see that basically this entire list was just basically to waste my time. And I'm going to go and explain to you each one of the cards because that's what you guys want. You wanted a 10-minute video explaining why that all of this is just bullcrap. Starting with Mirror. So Mirror states that you can imprint a card that's an instant or sorcery, converted mana cost X from your hand from the game, and then during your upkeep, you may cast the imprinted instant or sorcery without paying its mana cost. So this is a jank card. Literally, it is designed to go in and put cards that allow you to get extra turns or basically to do shenanigans like that to where that you can win the game through jank. Cool. It's not a problem. I don't have a problem unbanning the card because, again, it's for a jank build. But nobody asked for this card to get unbanned. Nobody. Nobody cares. Like, it's cool that you unbanned a jank card. Great. But nobody cares. Card number 2, Gifts Ungiven, probably the only card that's on this list that I personally actually like to be unbanned because this is actually useful. You go and search up 4 cards with 4 different names, reveal it to an opponent. That opponent chooses and puts them into 2 different piles. You get to pick one of those piles and put that pile into your hand. The rest then gets put into the graveyard. Okay, so 1 pile goes to the graveyard, 1 pile goes to your hand, then you shuffle, blah, 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 blah. This is actually this is a decent card. I'm not going to lie. This is probably the only one out of this list that I actually really, really like and really approve of. But at the same time, we've gone this long without it. I don't need it. Like, yeah, I'm probably going to go and get me a copy. And yes, I'm probably going to put it in a few of my blue decks that could really use this. But at the same time, I don't really need it. The one that's being talked about the most today, and the one that everybody is going all ham over and fits over, Braids, Cabal Minion, where at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a artifact, creature, or land for 4 mana, and it's a 2/2. Yes, there are ways to go in and get this out quicker than turn 4. You can go into turn 2 or turn 2, even turn 1, get this out. So it's possible to get this out. That's great. And you can shut the game out pretty quickly by playing something like this on turn 1. But the chances of that happening every single game is less than 3%. Theoretically and mathematically, the chances of you getting that combo where you're getting this out on turns 1 and 2 every single game is less than 3%. Otherwise, you're going to be playing this on turn 4. And by the time you're at turn 4, like, most people should have somewhat of a board state or a answer to the problem, which is a removal spell. by turn 4. You should already have something to answer this problem with. And it doesn't really matter at that point if you're playing it on turn 4, because if you got an answer for it, it's just going to go to the graveyard anyway, because guess what? It dies to removal. The most ridiculous one out of the list, Sway of Stars, where each player shuffles his or her graveyard hand permanents that they own into their library, draw 7 cards, and then everybody reduces their life to 7. Okay? Who in their right mind is going to pay 10 mana for a card that doesn't even win you the game? Like, by the time you hit turn 10, by the time you get to this point, right, you should already have an answer, like a counter spell, like a board state that's actually going to win the other players the game, or some way of dealing with this as the problem. The only people that are going to use this card is people that can cheat this card into play early game. So suspend players that will suspend the card for like 2 or 3 turns and then play it for free. Those people, cool. Yeah, I can see that being a problem. The suspend players that suspend the cards and can play them pretty early in the game, sure, awesome. But most of those people are playing jank. Again, it's a jank card for a jank deck. And that, last but not least, Coalition Victory, where that if you have one of each basic land type and a creature of each color, you win the game for 8 mana. Okay, so here's the deal, right? There are ways currently to make all of your permanents be all the 5 colors. Yes, there are ways to do that right now. There's a guild pact thing. It's a 4-drop, I think, that literally states that all permanents that you control are all colors. Sure, you could do that. That's great. Good for you. I'm happy for you. But again, by the time you reach turn 8 to turn 10, you should have an answer. And the chances of you getting to this card and being able to win by that turn is not really relevant. So, yeah, you can cast a tutor and go look it up. Cool. Awesome. You can go in and cheat this card into play by doing some suspend or imprint shenanigans. Cool. However, again, this is all jank. All of it. And this is only going to be viable for the super, and I mean super casual players. Okay, super casual. I'm talking about people that only spend like $20 or $30 for the entire deck, right? Those people are going to love cards like this, right? And I am happy for them. Believe me, I'm head over heels for those people that get to play these janky fun cards like that, because I love casual just as much as the next person, okay? But there were so many other cards that you could have unbanned and made it to where that you fit the entire persona of both casual and competitive, and you didn't. So there is your 10-minute long video. I'm currently sitting at 9 minutes, but all of this right here, apart from Gifts Ungiven, apart from that is Gifts Ungiven is the only one that really interests me at all. And I might buy like 1 or 2 copies at some point when the price lowers down. Other than that, the rest of this, I don't care. I don't care about. Like if you want to build with these cards and you want to prove me wrong and that it's going to be super viable, prove me wrong. But at the same time, I'm still not going to run these cards because I don't care. They don't really do anything for me. They do it for the super casual people. Happy go them, but there should have been other cards that should have gotten unbanned today. And it didn't happen. There's your 10-minute video.